Hi there, welcome to my channel. Welcome to this video. Welcome back if you are not new. If you are new, it's nice to meet you. I am Jordan Ray. Today I'm showing you what I spent in a week on groceries for my other half, Rashad and I, Whole Foods haul. And we're gonna go through what I eat in a day on an elimination diet. I am in week 6 of 8 of this elimination diet, y'all. I went all in. I went for 8 weeks. Some people do this for 2 weeks or 3 weeks. I was like 2 months. Give me 2 months, I need to reset my whole system. And so this is really helping me to gauge what foods I'm reactive to, what foods are causing some of my inflammation, so on and so forth. So that is all dairy, grains, added sugars, eggs, legumes, nightshade vegetables, inflammatory oils, nuts and seeds. There's like 8 food categories that I completely eliminated out of my diet. I've been doing really well with this though. I've been seeing so many positive results, but I planned and I planned and I planned for this before I did that because I'm like, wow, this is going to be quite different. I'm gonna elaborate more on that in just a minute, but here's what we got from Whole Foods and how much we spent. All right, as you can see, the grand total was $247.93. They sent the wrong chicken item, the wrong broccoli quantity, strawberry quantity, and the bag of chips, the potato, whatever chips, Carolina barbecue. I was supposed to get the avocado oil or something to that effect because right now I'm not doing any extra certain things. And so whatever's in that Carolina barbecue mix, I can't have it right now. So what I did immediately was go on the app, requested a refund. It's super easy. And they literally just refund you the money. So all that chicken, those chicken thighs, they'll still get 8, but I wanted chicken breast. The broccoli, we still got some of it. I need to order some more. It's not really a big deal. There's a grocery store a couple blocks away if I need to go grab something just really quick. That refund came to $54. Y'all, $54, and there's still chicken that we can eat. Isn't that crazy? And then the chips, Rashad will eat the chips, but a $54 refund made our grocery order come to $193.93. That's kind of insane for 2 people for a whole week. So on a quick estimate, we'll get about 30 meals out of this. That'll last us about 5 days for sure, maybe 6. So at that price, 30 meals, 3 meals a day, that's like $6.40 a meal. Insane. All organic produce, all organic meat, great ingredients. I don't know, y'all, we got a deal this week. I know there was a mistake, but I'm calculating right now how much it would have been per meal without the refund. It would have been $8.26 per meal. Still not bad. This is why eating at home and fixing your meals is cheaper. It's healthier. You have more control. It does take time and it does take planning and it does take effort, because at the top of this year, I said, Jordan, you need to start practicing being in the kitchen because you're not going to be spending $200, $300, $400 on food going out every week. Like, we just can't do that no more. We don't want to do that over here. Let's get into breakfast. It's going to be just a quick light breakfast, sweet potato bowl and a smoothie. I've been eating this particular breakfast every single morning for the last 6 weeks because I cannot have eggs. So omelets and different things are out. I can't obviously have like waffles or avocado toast because the grains. So it kind of sucks, but this breakfast, it's literally probably my favorite thing that I've learned to cook on this elimination diet. I'm hungry. I know you want to see this. Let's do this. All right, I just started to boil some water on the stove. I'm gonna go ahead and start to peel this sweet potato. We're gonna top that with a banana, some strawberry, cacao nibs, and coconut shreds. It's giving oatmeal for real. That's why I love this recipe. I have a little bitty sweet potato right now, so that's why I'm just gonna be able to make 1 serving for today. I make this too with like a coconut milk, vanilla extract, some cinnamon. So if you like sweet potatoes and you're trying to eliminate sugar, but you still want something that makes you feel really nourished and full, this would be the move, I'm telling you. On weekdays, when I have like a heavy workout in the morning, especially a leg day or full body day, I have a recipe for turkey sausage. The spice though that I feel like is slip on in a turkey sausage is coriander. You gotta be putting some coriander in your turkey sausage. So if you wanna add like a side of protein to this meal, that would be my suggestion. This is also good for meal prepping if you need to make all of your breakfast for the week. Sort of like chia seed pudding, it just wouldn't have all of the extra sugar, you know, like the honey that you put in chia seed pudding, or the chia seeds, which is possibly an inflammatory food. Everybody kind of digests nuts and seeds a little differently. Water is almost boiling. I'm gonna clean off these strawberries in the meantime. These are the strawberries that I got the wrong quantity of. I was supposed to get 2 and they only sent 1. And I think it's because they're so big, they were on sale. So I'm like, oh, I'll just get 2 pounds of strawberries this week and freeze one of them. But you know, things happen. Mistakes are made. All right, let's boil these so we can mash them. Usually boil those for about 10 minutes and then prep the rest of the toppings and the smoothie. These strawberries are so big, I really only need 1 of them. And for the smoothie, we'll do coconut water, spinach, this pea protein, the other half of this banana as well, minced ginger, a little unsweetened coconut yogurt, and maybe put some ice in that if I'm feeling like I want it to be more cold, just because the banana isn't frozen. And you can do a whole banana, you can do half frozen, half ripe, you know, however you're feeling that day. And then the rest of the toppings for the sweet potato bowl would be shredded coconut, cacao nibs, this is my first time trying Harmless Harvest, the coconut yogurt from them. I have been getting Coco June, and I really like Coco June's unsweetened, their vanilla. I think they have like a vanilla chamomile or something and a lemon elderberry. So they have some really interesting flavors, but they were sold out. So I felt like it was a good time to try this one. And there's our bowl. Let's mix up our smoothie. This right here, y'all, we've been going strong for 6 weeks now. I'm telling you, amazing. If you're getting into vegan protein, something that doesn't contain dairy or soy, whey, things like that, the pea protein has been really good, but it took me a while to figure out this recipe. Y'all just saw what I did. If you a green girl, this your one, I promise. I'm gonna sit down and enjoy this. I'm feeling pretty satisfied. I got some water boiling on the stove for a little matcha coconut water. It's summertime, it's getting hot here in New Orleans, and I think that this drink is gonna be my go-to. So I'm holding the organic Mighty Leaf matcha powder singles. We'll mix this in the boiling water, obviously, and then I'm gonna set it in the refrigerator for a few minutes to let it come to room temperature, maybe even get a little cold, and then we'll pour it over ice with coconut water. I'm really into lately doing more coconut water based drinks rather than coconut milk. It's just like there's a little bit more added stuff in the coconut milk, obviously, and it's heavier. Whereas the coconut water, I feel like it keeps me more hydrated. That's what we'll do for a little cute drinky drink. Decided to skip lunch today because I got a late start to the day and I was going to try to squeeze everything in. You're not going to get lunch on this video, but dinner will be really good. We're going to do lemon pepper baked wings with sweet potato fries, a little dip for the wings and the fries, obviously, and then the dessert. Check this out. We're doing carrot cake pancakes. No sugar, no dairy, none of that. Right, so using cassava flour, coconut flour, you'll see in a minute, but that's what we're up for. I'm about to prep everything. Let's start with the wings. Those have to cook the longest. So we'll do the lemon zest. We'll do some, but we got to clean the chicken and all that first. So, All right, the chicken is washed off. So we're going to make the seasoning for the lemon pepper wings, using some lemon zest. And I also have some baking soda and cream of tartar sitting out. That's gonna be for the sweet potato fries instead of using baking powder, which sometimes is not gluten-free. The alternative is a ratio of baking soda and cream of tartar. Also, my bad, the recipe for the wings actually calls for baking powder. So we're gonna use 1 teaspoon of baking soda and 2 teaspoons of the cream of tartar. I had no idea what this was until I needed to find a replacement for baking soda. And that's really all that I use it for. I'm sorry, a replacement for baking powder. And then from here, we're just going to do garlic powder and salt and pepper. Let's mix this together. Now I got the wings in this bowl. Olive oil them up. Give them a little shake. I'm gonna give them a little more seasoning, especially the lemon zest. This doesn't necessarily look like it's enough for me. And you know, sometimes when you reference certain recipes, what I have found out is that, you know, they're really light on a lot of like the seasonings. So I just eye it myself and kind of go from there. And I'm just gonna go straight to the bowl on this one. Yeah, I like the way that these look. They're looking very lemony, which is what I want. I definitely want that lemon flavor. All right, let's get these into the oven. I'm now gonna get these sweet potatoes together. You saw me peeling sweet potatoes earlier, so I was not gonna do it to you again. And because I am making a coconut yogurt dip for the wings and the fries, I'm going to use coconut oil to coat the fries instead of olive oil. So I think that that will be nice. Got my coconut oil out right here. Melted the coconut oil down. And a very similar seasoning to what we did on the wings. So garlic powder, salt and pepper. Since I'm really trying to make sure we get that crisp, I'm gonna do a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. And then a 1/2 teaspoon of our cream of tartar. Thought it was gonna be something like tartar sauce at first, and definitely not. These smell so good already. Obviously the air fryer is kind of small, so I'm gonna do 2 sheets. It's also time to flip the wings, so let's pop these in the air fryer and do what we gotta do. All right, now for our ranch, I'm back with the unsweetened coconut yogurt, dill weed. This is my favorite seasoning, like ever. A little pepper, and then we'll do some lemon juice. And you know, I apologize if you need like exact measurements. I gotta work on that because I'm not really an exact measurement kind of girl, but this is like 3 serving spoons of yogurt. I'm gonna start with juice of 1/2 a lemon. Get that dill in there. A little pepper. And stir that baby up. Certainly looks like a ranch. We'll set this in the refrigerator while everything else finishes up. All right, in these last few minutes, I'm gonna prep for these carrot cake pancakes. We're gonna mix this batter with cassava flour, some more coconut oil, cinnamon. We have our baking powder concoction, and that's pretty much it. A little banana, some mashed bananas to replace what would be like an egg texture. Then the lime coconut icing, I need to refer back to the recipe on that. And this recipe, I'll make sure that I include measurements and stuff because I know that we want to get that stuff exact so it, you know, cooks on the skillet properly. All right, I believe I have all of the things that I need for this situation. I'm gonna start by measuring out this cassava flour. We're gonna do a cup of this. I might need a bigger bowl. I actually do. Let me grab that. We're gonna do our baking soda and cream of tartar ratio again. I'm gonna have to really concentrate on this one because first timing. Let's do a little salt and some cinnamon. 1/4 cup olive oil is gonna get mixed in. I'm also going to mash half of a banana instead of a sweetener like honey. I'm following a recipe that ChatGPT gave me, so we'll all see how this goes. I'm gonna start with about a cup of carrots, which might be this whole bowl. Just wasn't totally sure. I don't want to overdo it. Okay, and now this calls for the coconut milk. Three-fourths cup for now. We're gonna see what that consistency is looking like. Yeah, this is pretty good. I'm not mad at this. I just want to add a little bit more milk. Here's where we are. Definitely giving pancakes. Transfer this here. I'm gonna throw it back in the refrigerator for just a little bit while we make the icing. Okay, so I refrigerated this overnight, and it says to open the can and scoop out the cream that has risen to the top. I'm not familiar with this, so we are about to see. I feel like I have so many utensils going on. I have no idea how much I should scoop, but I'm also going to add mashed banana to this as well, and some vanilla extract. Okay, I'll get a little banana. Trying to get this all mashed up. I should have used a fork or something. This is how the icing is looking. So it is thickening a bit. I'm gonna throw it in the fridge, pull the batter out and cook the pancakes, and then we'll top with this, obviously. All right, it's time to plate. I'm gonna go with the wings first. I like all flats. I'm not even gonna play with y'all. So this will be my plate on the right side. However y'all looking at it. Next, we got these fries. I'm so hungry. So we about to just load it up. And I forgot that I wanted to do green beans, but luckily those don't take as long. And honestly, I'm not sure if I can have these, if I'm supposed to have these. I'm gonna look. Here are our plates with the ranch dip. Everything looks perfectly cooked, but let's taste. I think it's safe to assume that this is going to be really good. Rashad and I are about to sit down, have the meal, and I will give you the verdict when we come back for dessert. All right, I would say dinner was about an 8 out of 10. The reason is, there's a couple reasons. The wings were good, don't get me wrong. They were great, actually. I might try to see if there's some sort of like lemon pepper seasoning that's pre-made. I know that that's a thing, obviously. Using that in tandem with the actual lemon zest, because I like the freshness of that. So I would like to try to figure out how to get a little bit more of like a breaded feel on the wings without doing like a whole flour situation, right? That just adds a whole bunch of stuff that I don't really need in my diet. The other thing was that I'm actually not supposed to eat green beans because they're legumes, and I just remembered that. I knew that. It's been 6 weeks, haven't had green beans in a really long time, but I really wasn't tripping. So I went ahead and ate a little side of green beans. We'll see how that goes. I'm almost done with the 8-week period. I'm really not tripping about it. But if I feel some type of way over the next day or two, I might know that it was the legume that I ate, the green bean. The other thing is that the coconut yogurt dip, so good. Again, don't get me wrong. I just wish I could get something a little bit closer to a ranch without having to use dairy, because the coconut ends up being pretty strong. I like coconut. It's not a thing for me. Again, that's why it's like an 8 out of 10, but it was a really, really good meal overall. All right, our pancakes are done. This is what they look like. So I got 2 little short stacks, and we're going to put the icing in between and then top them with some more carrots, some coconut shreds, and a little dash of cinnamon. Now I need another spoon. I might need to let these pancakes cool a little bit. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the pancakes are still kind of warm, so they're quickly melting the whatchamacallit, but I guess it doesn't look that bad. It looks like a cinnamon roll, low-key. I'm so excited to bite into this. Doing the taste test. This looks and it smells really good, and I love carrot cake, so I hope this doesn't disappoint. This is so good. It feels rich and creamy, but not sugary. You know what I mean? Like if you've had carrot cake before with all the icing, it can get really sweet. Like you can taste the brown sugar. Very good. I'm gonna give this a 9 out of 10. You should definitely try this. Check out the recipes in the description. Other than that, it's been a good day. We made some good meals. We did a good grocery haul. I'm really excited about what's to come. Let me know what you would like to see in the next video. If you were gonna try one of the recipes, let me know which one that you want to try the most, and I will catch you next time. Thank you for watching.